Dreams versus realities. You said you had a dream. Well, I have a reality, and it saddens me that when I listen to your words, my only conclusion is that dreams don't necessarily come true. As if night terrors terrorize night skies, allowing my dreams to be subdued in the light of the moon. So your dream and my dream may never shake hands with the light of reality. So when I look back, I see you are also looking back, because 100 years later, the Negro still isn't free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the manacles of discrimination, and it still hasn't stopped. It's only evolved, taking Darwin's theory of evolution and evolving it into a concept of dehumanization. You see, the world is different now. As many opportunities that has arisen as many times eyes see us as opposition, the crippling isn't so physical. They put the whip down because they realize our backs are stronger now. But the physical form of racism has entered into a systematic error where my skin makes errors because I'm black. As if we had to xenophobically atone for our skin tone. Don't you understand the flesh underneath us? Isn't it the same flesh underneath you? I hear Marty wants change, I want it too, but any change to the system must coincide with the change in mentality, parallel like a train track, otherwise we'll derail the Underground Railroad. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. But equality doesn't equal equity, and liberation of freedom is only liberal when freedom comes with a price tag. So my worth and value is only valued if I'm worth something to society, and that is evident. As much as I want everyone to be equal, my dream doesn't match up to reality, and you can offer those dreams as much as you like. But now we have to change the narrative, because if we don't narrate our own stories, we'll become less of an autobiography and more of a myth. And I don't know how long I can hold on when they keep on taking pieces of me. So when I donate my dreams to reality, they just look at me as an organ donor. I have a dream. Down in Alabama, with his vicious racists, with his governor having his lips dripping with his words of interposition and nullification. Boy, I told you times have changed. Lips no longer drip with nullification. It's pouring in the form of loud silence. Whilst governments shout, they want us to stay mute, but if we shout, they will try to quiet a 400-year-old storm. Dispatch dispositions of disposal, have police brutality keep us brutally subdued, then play hangman with the letters of the law. Their constant consonants continuously keep our mouths in a vow whilst the noose gets tighter, and this is how you play countdown. I'm happy to join with you today as what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration of freedom in the history of our nation. But does demonstration lead to change? The eyes of history still look at us the same. When we demonstrate why we deserve these positions, they color code us as white. When we demonstrate how to get into the highest positions, so the blacks at the back will detach from what it takes to get into those positions. But those who control those positions will only allow us to sit at their table if we can provide for them whilst destroying ourselves. So the master image has been remastered with HD vision. So when you said the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down on the tables of brotherhood, what table were you referring to? I told you it's different now. We don't want to sit at the table because we know the chairs are broken, and none of us are carpenters, so I'd rather sit on the carpet and allow others to sit with me. But you said, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And what characters we have in the modern day world. Racism was never something acquired through ancestral heritage, it was taught to our kids. So who are we to blame organizations? It's generations of generations that band together to spread hatred. So whilst we try to flood the school systems, we must also flood our minds and realize that racism is a learned skill. So when you ask yourself, what are you actually learning? Ask yourself, what are you doing to unlearn it? With this faith, we'll be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. And this we can agree on. To those that throw stones in glass houses and step on us as if we are dirt, just know that one pebble may not make a difference, but how do you counteract a rock slide? With this faith, we'll be able to stand up to freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. And as much as I want freedom to reign, they take these reins disguised as nooses and rain us in come rain or shine. Subconscious dark clouds hang over us. It's been a long time since we've seen pre-colonial sunshine. For every shot that bangs opens up a wound in the sky. The rain falls to mimic our mothers and fathers' eyes. The teardrops spill will sound out, let freedom ring. And shed another tear for the millions died. You will hear thunder in these tears like a million-man march. The ground will quake and shake with the sound of let freedom ring. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, we will be able to speed up that day with black men and white Jews and Gentiles, Catholics and Protestants. Free at last, thank God Almighty, free at last. I see your dream, as vivid as my eyes are wide open. But your dream and my reality so far are not together, and our minds are not unified as I would like them to be. I see changes, but that format only comes about after tragedy, and it saddens me that dreams have not yet come true. So it's up to us to be the dream catchers and turn your dreams to reality, because I don't want my children's children saying the same words that you said if 100 years later the Negro still isn't free.